And you were talking about Bangladesh Nationalist Party.
Mm.
I would say this party is this party was formed in Bangladesh. Actually, it was like Awami League is. They often taunt Bangladesh Nationalist Party for being a pro-Pakistani. Like I personally don't see any link with
Mm.
Pakistan for them. I think they're open with. I mean, they're a little bit anti-Indian. I think anti-Indian because of the Indian attitude towards some of the aspects that is associated with Bangladesh. That's why they're anti-Indian. But I don't think they're very close with Pakistan either. But
I
Awami
think
League is
there
using it.
were a few things which happened in past, like in the very early years of this party. Because of that, I think this thing somehow got sticked with them, that they are pro-Pakistani. For example,
Okay. What is the example? Yeah.
in according to B. Ziaur, he's the name of the writer. He also wrote a book about creation of Bangladesh. He has another book about the military coup in Bangladesh, in which Sheikh Mujib and his family was assassinated. So the name of that book is Bangladesh Military Coup and CIA Link. In that book, at some point, he says that in 1975, when General Ziaur Rahman was in power, he feared that India may invade, they may attack Bangladesh, because they would want to have a puppet regime in Bangladesh, because Sheikh Mujib was eliminated, and then they would want to have someone there who really protect their interests. Not only that, he asked for USA's help, but he also sent a secret mission to Pakistan. You cannot completely deny this, because there are things which are there to prove somehow that there were links between both the governments at that time. And then those are the things, I think, from the very beginning. And another thing, in a way, is that because although I don't think General Ziaur Rahman was directly involved in the elimination of Sheikh Mujib, but somehow he was on that side of the story. So that's why maybe that's also kind of belief that was built, that General Ziaur Rahman is also anti-Awami League. So Awami League is a party which created Bangladesh, which liberated it from Pakistan. So whoever go in against them would be pro-Pakistani. So those kind of things.
Till this date, should Awami League have known this, they would just scream it out loud, because they don't spare any information of BNP's that is associated with Pakistan. So they will often say to Khalda Zia, who is the current chairperson of the party, you go to Pakistan, we should send you to Pakistan, why you are living in Bangladesh. So these are very common narration. So I'm really surprised that they don't know this information. Otherwise they would have screamed out loud. So what they usually say that, yeah, they are pro-Pakistani because Jaamat Islami is their coalition, in their coalition. So this is a 20 party, I don't know, something together there. And Jaamat Islami is one of the, I would say Jaamat Islami holds the third or fourth largest political party according to the votes.
But they are badly suppressed at the moment, I guess.
They are badly suppressed, but they have their supporters. I cannot deny it.
They have support in masses.
That's
actually.
why that's why they're third or fourth position. Usually, in any independent polls you make in Bangladesh.
It would change the topic, but just to aid for information, that General Ziaur Rahman, being in Pakistan Army when he was major, he has been working in ISI, Inter Services of Intelligence, Pakistan's spy organization, and then he was also appointed as instructor in PMA, which is Pakistan Military Academy. So he really had a good training in past, which helped him a lot, and that's what Anthony Mascarenhas say all in his book. When he talked about the personality of General Ziaur Rahman. I just took this book. Let me share it with you. So this is the book, The Bangladesh Military Coup and CIA Link, and it's by B.Z. Khusro. And then on page 313, under this topic, so he talks all about it. I read this book a few years ago, and then just last week I was just going through it again. So this time I took it in a different way. So here he talks about did India plan Bangladesh invasion, and then he goes further. He
Hmm.
said Kissinger briefs Bhutto. It's talking about Henry Kissinger, the Secretary of State uh,
Mm-hmm.
of US. This guy is still alive. This person, I
Oh
always
my God.
I always see
Okay.
him. This is the person, Henry Kissinger, the Secretary of State of US that time in 70s.
Yeah.
This person was had a vital role in all policy making in the South Asian countries, including India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. He was
Yes.
the one who, in a way, threatened Zulfikar Ali Bhutto to backroll their nuclear program. Currently, he is also expert on China affairs. He is in his
Mm.
90s, maybe nearly 100 now,
Oh my
but
gosh.
very active guy. I still see him sometimes on TV. So this is just for
It's
reference. I
interesting.
haven't even read.
I have to check the book then, because there is a Sheikh Mujib's book. I mean, his own memoir.
Um,
Now, Awami League tried to portray him. Oh, he was very secular and he was anti-Pakistani, which is not true. I personally.
but because that is what they can sell to their public.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You were
So
saying something.
yeah. So exactly. I was also saying almost the same thing, that during the early years of creation of Pakistan, of course, his role cannot be denied. The way he was involved in all political struggles, and he was always on the democratic side. He was a big supporter of Fatma Jinnah, sister of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and
Yeah.
he was always against the military dictatorships and all that, because his
Yes.
all struggle was political struggle.
Yeah.
So of course nobody can deny his role. Uh, I think we even have talked about his 6 points in our last discussion. So if I
Yes.
go through that, I also don't find any problem, except for I think one or two that could have been negotiated, that could have been discussed.
But
His
I think some points, like, they will take their own decision with the foreign policy stuff and the currency.
so
I
that's what.
personally, I think these are a bit harsh,
Yeah, so
right?
that's what
On
I'm
the
saying.
sixth one.
That's what I'm saying, except for one or two points, and that can also be negotiated. So you can come up with some solution on that, except instead of saying that no, it's all rubbish, we cannot talk about it.